we all have in life in certain kind of desires and even addictions in some amount. That often controls our emotions and actions a lot. The relationship with your desires and addictions can be very complicated. Those can motivate you to do certain things, push forward, encourage you to challenge yourself, push yourself forward, so you can achieve those desires and fulfill your addiction. But it comes to the problem point when those desires and addictions take control of you instead of you controlling them. You need to ask yourself that who is controlling this boat? Is it me or my mind, my desires, my addictions? It all comes often to the control aspect. When you have control, you can decide and choose the direction and use to your advantage these things that is in your head, desires and addictions. And then we come to that point, what is the difference between addiction and desire? Addiction is something that is out from you, the real you, and often controls yourself. And is often related to something that harms you. So what we all have to do in our life is constantly focusing on ourselves and taking control of our lives, and it often starts from these addictions. Try to tackle them. Try to get your control back to yourself, to your real self. You can't get anywhere if you can't control your own ship. You have to be your own master. And I know that it is so often easier said than done. These addictions can be very sticky, very hard to overcome by. All my youth, and still even now, even a little bit, I have a gaming addiction not only for video games, but those games that involve real money, gambling. Those addictions often are a way to avoid certain things that you don't want to face in your life. To give you some kind of temporary medication to your pain and problems. But the worst part is that instead of helping you and making you better, those make you worse. Those create in worst way the endless deepening cycle that you can't get away so easily. So what is your goal is that you need to get rid of those addictions. You can't move forward before that you take care of those things. For me, it started from accepting that I have a problem. And then asking why I am doing this and what is the thing that the thought that let me do that give me the right to do that. For me in gambling it was the thought that I could beat those odds and somehow earn money from that. What was of course stupid that things like that when I think about it afterwards, which made no sense. But that was the thing that kept me doing that again and again. Give me the right to do that without so big remorse on that. So after I admit to myself that I had a problem, I accept that this is a losing battle and this is just causing me harm more than more. And the pleasure and the enjoyment is not worth the cost. This is not the right way. So by the time I started to replace that thing with something else, it is so hard to get rid of those addictions, especially if you have let them take over, give them power. Luckily for me, I get one big one big winning amount at the time when I was younger, and then I after that played a little bit more longer and started to lose those winnings. And at that point I had to make a decision. Shall I be grateful for this winning and stop this still when I can do that, and when I am still winning? Or will I let myself go down? That will eventually happen. And I choose to stop that playing. And after that I haven't played, only a little amounts, only in certain situations, very rarely. And now for a long time it has been in control. It can be possible to get rid of, but it will not be, of course, easy. But it starts from you being honest to yourself completely. Take responsibility and see outside of that thing and see the other possibilities in life that you can't achieve until you get rid of those addictions. The main principle is related to desires too. It all comes up to that relationship with your desires. Who is controlling who and what? In a certain amount, to learn to let go of those desires. If you put too much pressure and value on those desires and certain timelines and excessively need to those desires to happen, then you can become addicted again, releasing the most needed control that you have. You can't control often the timing, only here and now and what you will do in this moment. In the Bible and to those related texts tells that you can't achieve true peace in yourself until you have no desires. So you will have to understand that those desires ultimately don't belong to you. They can be temporary motivation boosts, but ultimately they hinder you to be only you, here and now, in this moment. And often those desires create certain kind of situation where you tell yourself that you can't be enough and you can't be happy until you achieve those things. So what happens that you end up in an endless cycle where you are not never satisfied. You never have enough. Always trying to reach that next big thing. But how about stop once in this moment and to enjoy everything you had accumulated, achieved, reached. It is not only about the end point. The journey matters too. The goal is to ultimately get rid of all these excess things. That connects you to something outside of you. To all these points and roots that are stuck to you. That tells you that you need something outside from you. But it's not truth. I don't tell you to get rid of those desires and dreams. They are there for a reason. To keep those dreams back onto your head. Remember always those. But stick to a healthy relationship with them. Not try to hold on certain timelines and circumstances and don't create too much need to those happen. when you find the point in your life that you're happy with yourself, that is the point that you should find. And those dreams and desires, they are just something excessive, something more on top of that to you. Something that can give you the extra boost. Something extra. Something that is just cherry on top of the cake. Or how you want to say that. But the point, once again, is to be with you and control you. Understand everything that is inside you and why are there in there and how you should treat them, create a bond with them. How to make relationship with them without them controlling you. How you can take advantage of them without those things hurting you. That is the point in this video. And you to understand. I hope that you get something out from this video again. And thank you being with me again. Always moving forward and going towards the truth. And being you. Thank you again and we will see you next time.